Alright, so I'm running a bit late. Um, I got into a conversation about Mark Henry because of the announcement, and then we got into a conversation about Steam Workshop sharing and all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, running a little bit late. Um, shouldn't be too much of a problem though. Let me open up my thing here. We got that going on. Let's push this over to the side. Open up my chat here so that I could see what's going on. Not participants. I want to pop out chat. And we will bring that over here. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be this way? Alright. Okay. So there we go. Oh, I don't need that open. This is what I'm looking for. Alright. So let's load up our tables, since I always forget to do that when I'm streaming on this thing for an official card. We want the end of the ropes. We want the vintage table. Vintage was loaded successfully. We want to load the turnbuckle vintage table. Loaded. We want to load out of the ring vintage. Loaded. And load table. And it was the choice situation. And vintage. Alright, we got that loaded. So now let's set up our card here. I am not even going to bother to use the booking thing because I'm going to be adding managers and stuff from wrestling cards instead of manager cards, and the booking stuff still doesn't support that. So here we go, event management, new event. This is card 4.8. Event location unknown. Event date year 4, month 8. There we go. So let me go over some stuff here in the beginning. So my plan is to give away a Bobby Davis bootleg. I don't think I have Bobby Davis loaded into the program, actually, so I can't show him off in here. But I can probably pull him up from my thing if I go into here, and I go into here and here, and Bobby Davis. Let's see. Bobby Duncombe, Bobby Heenan, Bobby Davis. There we go. So this is the card that I am looking to give away a physical copy of. Bobby Davis. Artwork was done by Travis Heckel. And it will include the fans Riot chart, which one of his roles requires. So, and there's my phone. Of course, I forgot to turn that off, so let's go ahead and put that on silent. There we go. But yeah, so it'll be Bobby Davis in physical card form, and the fans Riot chart. I will be giving that away at some point to somebody in the chat at some point during the stream. I'm going to go post this on the Facebook and on the Discord before I start booking matches here. Let's see, Legends by Carlzilla. And let me bring that up again over here. And let's go right here. And find my post. I'm sorry, guys. Usually I'm not always on the ball, but I'm usually more on the ball than this. So I apologize for how off the ball I am right now. Alright, so here we go. Live now. And then I need to find the link. That's going to be in here. Share. Video link, copy. Let's put that in there. Okay. So I think I've done everything I need to do here. So let's kill that. And live now. Okay, so let's zoom that down. Let's bring up the chat again so I can see what's going on. Why is there no chat now all of a sudden? Alright, here we go. Good God. Things are a mess today. Okay, so there we go. Now things are looking better. Okay, so our first match, why did that close? Obsidian closed all of a sudden. Okay, so now we've shown off the Bobby Davis card that I will be giving away, and we can go ahead and book some match. We want Yvon Robert. He is making his debut in our in my National Wrestling Commission promotion against Henry Irslinger. And we're going to use the color Irslinger, so there we go. And we'll go to match, and this is a recorded match, card 4.8. And here we go, we're going to start the match. On his way to the ring, hailing from Verdun, Quebec, Canada, standing 6 feet tall and weighing in at 250 pounds, Yvon Robert. And his opponent, on his way to the ring, hailing from Vienna, Austria, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at 185 pounds, Henry Irslinger. Yvon Robert and Henry Irslinger lock up, and it looks like Robert has the upper hand here. Robert with a hip roll takedown on Henry Irslinger, and Irslinger is hurt. Robert with a side headlock, and Irslinger hurt once again. Now Robert with a choice situation. He could try a hip lock, and that's going to work on 8 or lower, plus or minus agility, which is -2. So hip lock is 6 or lower. Or a crotch lift slam, which is going to work on 11 or lower. So I think we're definitely going to see the crotch lift slam by Yvon Robert. And that puts Irslinger down. And Robert with a flying drop kick. And Irslinger down once again. Robert looking to capitalize here. And Robert going to toss Irslinger from the ring. Both Yvon Robert and Henry Irslinger tumble to the floor. While out of the ring, a wild brawl erupts. Our referee Abe Coleman is trying to regain control. Yvon Robert finally gets the upper hand in the melee and rolls Henry Irslinger back into the ring. Robert attempts a knee to the midsection, and Irslinger reverses the move and takes control of the match. Irslinger with some boxing jabs on Yvon Robert, but Robert able to step out of the way and parry those boxing jabs and take control of the match once again, and Robert with a hip roll takedown on Henry Irslinger, and Irslinger is hurt. Robert with a side headlock, and that's going to hurt Irslinger. Irslinger going to back Robert into the turnbuckle, and Coleman orders a break. While breaking, Irslinger is able to swing Robert around into the corner, reversing the situation. After the break, Yvon Robert rushes Henry Irslinger, and Irslinger is able to use Robert's momentum to throw him hard to the mat with an overhead suplex. Now, Henry Irslinger with an arm lock and leg trip on Yvon Robert. Only manages to get a 1 count on the debuting Canadian. And Irslinger, once again, arm lock and leg trip on Yvon Robert. And once again, Robert kicks out at 1. And Irslinger is on the attack. Irslinger with a neck yoke. And Robert is hurt. And Irslinger not going to back Robert into the turnbuckle. Instead, he's going to roll up. And Robert counters Irslinger's attempt at a body lock takedown. And now Yvon Robert attempts a hammerlock takedown on Henry Irslinger. And that is successful, and Irslinger is hurt. He transitions from the hammerlock to a standing top wrist lock on Henry Irslinger. And Irslinger is hurt. And Robert wrenches that standing top wrist lock. And Irslinger is reeling in pain here. Robert moves into a standing headlock or a standing side headlock from that standing wrist lock. And Irslinger is hurt. And Robert releases him from the headlock and throws a drop kick. And that's going to put Henry Irslinger down, and Robert going for the cover. He can only get a 1 count, though. And now, Yvon Robert with the rolling short arm scissors on Henry Irslinger. Irslinger's trying to fight the pain as Robert tightens the arm scissors. Henry Irslinger is struggling to get free, and he just can't do it as Yvon Robert rolls him around the ring in the short arm scissors, and Irslinger is forced to submit. The winner of the match on his debut is going to be Yvon Robert. We don't need any notes for the match, no. And that was a 2-star match. Not too bad. And this next match is going to see Turkish Gold. So that's going to be the Terrible Turk. Do I have... Nope. What do I have? Nope. I know he's in here. I don't know where he is. Why is he not showing up? Let's see what it says here. Turkish Gold. Because he's no U or no O in the second thing. So here we go. That'll help me find him. Yusuf. There he is. So the Terrible Turk and his partner Norula will be taking on any comer that wants to challenge them in their return match. We haven't seen Turkish Gold since card 3.12. So that was the final card of year 3. So it's been nearly a year since we have seen the Terrible Turk and Norula in our federation here. And so they came back and have issued an open challenge for anyone to take them on. And who responded to that challenge was the Gold Dust duo of Toots Mont and Billy Sandow. So we're going to see Monted Sandow against Turkish Gold here. And these guys are early tag team wrestlers, so you're not going to see a lot of defensive tagging on this one, as their cards are not set up for it. But usually these matches are fairly entertaining anyway, even if there's not a whole lot of defensive tagging. And here we go. On their way to the ring, at a total combined weight of 655 pounds, Yusuf Ismail and Norula Turkish Gold, and their opponents on their way to the ring at a total combined weight of 455 pounds, Toots Mont and Billy Sandow, the Gold Dust duo. And Mont and Ismail are going to be starting us off, so we can go there. And it looks like the chat is coming alive. Al Red Sox fan is back. Hello to you as well. Christopher Merriman is here. How you doing? Al Red Sox fan asks, is this something you created? Yeah, I created the application. I'll tell you more about it after the match. That way we don't get too sidetracked. So here we go. It looks like Tutsmont has the upper hand on the Terrible Turk here. And Tutsmont rolls immediately into a choice situation. And he could try a rolling knee bar. And that's going to work on rolls of 10 or lower, or a forearm uppercut, which is going to work on 5 or lower, the knee bar it is. So Mont grabs a knee bar on the Terrible Turk, and Ishmael is hurt. Mont now nails him with a back elbow. But Yusuf Ishmael reverses the move and takes control of the match. The Terrible Turk with a rib crusher onto its Mont. And Mont is not able to leave the ring. Just for new watchers, in my National Wrestling Commission Federation, right now we're in the mid to late 1930s, and a lot of guys weren't, rolling out of the ring for powdering. There was some of that going on. But for the most part, I only allow it if they have an A ring rating. Otherwise, they stay in the ring. When I get to the 1940s, it's going to become an option for everybody. But for right now, only wrestlers with an A ring rating can roll out of the ring when they roll on the down leave. So, anyway, just so that's out of the way, and why and now you'll know why I always select no unless they have an A ring rating. So Mont is down, and the Terrible Turk gonna throw Mont from the ring. In a struggle near the ropes, Tutsmont falls from the ring. In a display of good sportsmanship, the Terrible Turk holds the ropes open so that Mont may re-enter the ring. Mont definitely taken aback by that display of good sportsmanship by a guy who is not known for his good sportsmanship. And of course, as soon as Mont re-enters the ring, Ishmael bops him in the nose with a punch, and that's going to catch Mont off guard and send him staggering backwards. And now Ishmael, he's going to try for that rolling knee bar. It's going to work on 8 or lower, and he is successful. And it looks like Mont is taken down with that rolling knee bar in the center of the ring. Ishmael has got him locked in. He's not going to use a pin save, as I feel like he will be able to kick out of that or escape from that submission without too much of a problem. And he does. So now the Terrible Turk on the attack here. And Yusuf Ishmael with a neck wrencher on Tutsmont. And once again, Mont, center of the ring, can't reach the ropes. He's going to be forced to break the hold all on his own with 2 fatigue tokens. I'm going to say yes. Billy Sandow is going to come in and try to save him. And it works. Billy Sandow enters the ring and saves Tutsmont. And here we go. And now Ishmael with a stranglehold on Tutsmont. Sandow once again going to come in and break the referee's count, or in this case, break the hold. And now they're out of pin saves. And the Terrible Turk going to throw Mont from the ring. Let's see here. While trying to tackle Yusuf Ishmael too close to the rope, Tutsmont falls backwards out of the ring and falls head first to the floor. Tutsmont manages to make it back into the ring before Abe Coleman counts him out, but he is really worse for the wear here. 5 fatigue tokens on Mont. And Ishmael going to make that tag to Nurullah. And now Nurullah with a rolling smother hold on Tutsmont. A roll of 10 is required to escape. And he manages. Mont just barely able to get out of that. Mont needs a tag badly. And there it is, another rolling smother hold from Nurullah on Tutsmont. And this match is over. Mont had no choice but to submit. He couldn't ever get the tag to Sandow. Sandow did make his presence known by breaking some submission attempts, but just Mont couldn't get over there. And that's going to end this one. as Turkish Gold successfully returns from their excursion to Europe here in the National Wrestling Commission. So this application here, since Al asked about it, I wrote it in my spare time. It was basically just sort of a passion project, I guess, and I've been using it ever since. I tend to use it interchangeably with the cards. It makes rolling stuff a lot quicker because everything is sort of automated for you. It'll never replace cards for me, but it is definitely something that's nice because we just got a new puppy. He's not really a puppy. He's 3. He's a little Chihuahua dog that my wife fell in love with when we were at the pound, and so he's kind of getting used to the apartment and the family and everything, and so he's been spending a lot of time kind of close by to me, and so I just didn't feel like I'd have enough space to get out the mat and the cards and roll all the dice and all of that stuff. So I figured this is the next best thing to that, so I was going to use this week. Hopefully the actual cards will return next week when the doggo is more acclimated to the environment. So, but yeah, so yeah, that's what this is. It's just a passion project of mine. I wrote it. It's not publicly available. I do have a Discord where I share it with a couple of people who basically just help me test it. So maybe someday it'll be available. Right now, Phil Singer reached out to me and asked me not to share it because they see it as direct competition to their what is it, COTG or Phil Singer online platform. Even though I'm not really charging for it or anything, it's not like, it's going to take away sales from them or anything. But Phil Singer's always been cool with me, so I have no reason to not, do what they ask if they're nice about it, and they were, so. So, alright, our next match is Gorgeous George and he will be facing Lightning Rod Fenton. And this is on card 4.8. So here we go, start the match. And on his way to the ring, hailing from Hollywood, California, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at 220 pounds, the Humid Orchid, Gorgeous George. And his opponent, on his way to the ring, hailing from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighing in at 200 pounds, Lightning Rod Fenton. George and Fenton lock up, and Gorgeous George is going to get the upper hand. George with a fingernail rake on Rod Fenton, and Fenton is not going to put up with that. He reverses the move and takes control of the match. Fenton grabs a headlock, and Gorgeous George slips out the back. Now Gorgeous George with a face rake with his Georgie pins on Rod Fenton, and Fenton avoids those Georgie pins and is able to take control of the match on his own. Fenton just kicks George in the stomach, and that one hurts Gorgeous George. And now Fenton attempts an eye gouge on Gorgeous George, and George is dazed. And Fenton with a face smother. And Gorgeous George reverses the move and takes control of the match. And Gorgeous George with a choice situation here. A quick sweep, which is going to work on 7 plus or minus his power, which is 1, so that's 8 or lower. Or he could back his opponent into the corner. His turnbuckle rating is a B. So I think 8 or lower. I don't want to try the turnbuckle rating. And no, Fenton counters George's attempt at a quick foot sweep and takes control. And now Fenton locks in a Boston Crab on Gorgeous George, and he is hurt. And as George gets up from that Boston Crab, Fenton grabs him up in a body slam and nails him with a hard overhead body slam. Gorgeous George is not going to leave the ring. Gorgeous George is down. And now Rod Fenton attempts to hit Gorgeous George with an illegal tactic, but Abe Coleman isn't going to allow it and calls for the bell. Rod Fenton has been disqualified. It doesn't say which illegal tactic he used, so let's just say that he went for a blatant choke and just held it for way too long, and Coleman had no choice but to disqualify him. So the winner by disqualification, Gorgeous George, Rod Fenton, and Gorgeous George really, the whole match was just illegal moves, so they're really not liking one another for whatever reason. I don't think that will be the last that those two see of one another, because that match was just eye rakes and Georgie pins and apparently chokes. So Al Red Sox fan says, I help out with the Glory Days boxing. Anthony might be something like this for a boxing game, which is card and dice. Well, I'm always game to talk to people. I do programming stuff. It is currently my only job, actually. I work on the Retromania game for Retrosoft Studios. Not the lead programmer over there, mostly just doing small bug fixes right now, and honestly, it's been pretty slow. So, if he's interested, you can send him my way, and I might be interested in helping him out with that. So, if you've got an in and bring it up, and he's like, yeah, then you know how to get a hold of me. We're in the Facebook group together. You can always message me there or whatever. So, and Pop's Reviews has popped in. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is well and having a good night. We are indeed. Hope all is well with you as well. And we're on to our fourth match of the evening, which is going to see Orville Brown take on up-and-comer Lou Thesz. And Orville Brown, badam, and Lou Thesz. And if you know your wrestling history, you'll know that this match was actually supposed to take place to decide the first National Wrestling Alliance World's Heavyweight Champion, with Brown being the one world's champion and Thesz being the other world's champion at the time. And it never happened because Brown got into a car accident and it cut his wrestling career short. So, but we're going to see it here. So, Thesz, pretty sure he's actually undefeated so far. Yep. Nope, he did lose a match. He lost, what was it? He lost last card to his mentor, Ed Lewis. So Thesz, he's 2-1 so far, and I think that Orville Brown he's 3-0. So Brown, undefeated, hasn't fought very much, but this could be a sleeper hit here. On his way to the ring, hailing from Kansas City, Kansas, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighing in at 240 pounds, Orville Brown. And his opponent, on his way to the ring, hailing from St. Louis, Missouri, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighing in at 238 pounds, Lou Thesz. Orville Brown and Lou Thesz locks up, and Orville Brown gets the upper hand in the lockup, and Brown immediately offered a choice situation here. Single leg takedown, that's going to work on 8 plus or minus agility. Agility is -2, so that's a 6 or lower. Or a bear hug, which is going to work on 8 plus or minus power, which is -1, so that's 7 or lower. We're going to roll that bear hug. And Lou Thesz counters Brown's attempt at a bear hug. And Thesz with a punch to the ribs on Orville Brown. And that shot to the ribs has left Orville Brown reeling. And Thesz picks him up in an airplane spin. And Brown is hurt. And disoriented by that airplane spin. Thesz throws a dropkick on the dizzy Orville Brown. And Brown is not going to leave the ring. And Brown is down. And Thesz attempts to apply a double wrist lock on Orville Brown. And that double wrist lock has Brown reeling in pain. And Thesz, as Brown gets up, delivers another big dropkick. And Brown is hurt. Now Thesz with some more dropkicks on Orville Brown. And this is going to put Brown down. And Thesz going for the cover. He can only get a 1 count on Orville Brown, though. And now Lou Thesz with a Greco-Roman backdrop on Orville Brown. And Brown able to kick out at 1. And Thesz with another Greco-Roman backdrop as Orville Brown gets up from the first one. And Orville Brown once again kicks out at 1, showing off his resiliency, but not necessarily his smarts, as this has got to be taking a toll on him. And Lou Thesz with the Thesz press on Orville Brown. And that does it. 1, 2, 3. Lou Thesz has managed to score the victory on Orville Brown. You'll notice that the match did end on doubles. I feel like the feud table, I've said this a couple of times in past streams, I feel like the feud table is more geared towards television wrestling. And we're about 15, 16 years off from TV wrestling. So, I don't roll on it yet. That'll probably start in year, we're in year 4, so I'm going to guess in year 6 I'll start rolling on the feud table for when a match ends in doubles. But for now, we're not doing that. It just doesn't really fit the feel of a really early wrestling promotion. So Lou Thesz is your winner in a pretty quick match. That one only went 9 minutes and 47 seconds. And we're on to the semi-main event, which is going to see the Dusek Riot squad. And let's look up Dusek. And we are going to have a whole lot of choices for Duseks. I think for this match, we are going to see Ernie and Rudy Dusek as the team. And they are going to be seconded by Emil Dusek. And they will be facing Mustachioed Muscle. So that is Tom Jenkins and Farmer Burns. And this is on card 4.8. And let's get this match underway. On their way to the ring, accompanied by their brother Emil Dusek, hailing from Omaha, Nebraska, at a total combined weight of 449 pounds, Ernie and Rudy Dusek, the Dusek Riot Squad, and their opponents, on their way to the ring, at a total combined weight of 380 pounds, Tom Jenkins and Farmer Burns, Mustachioed Muscle. And so, something to note about this match as opposed to the last match. So Jenkins and Burns were they in my universe? They were the first tag team to ever form. They don't have defensive tags on their card at all. The Duseks, however, are the first team to form that as like a real tag team or to like specialize in tag team wrestling. So the Duseks do have defensive tags on their cards. So just something to note. So the Duseks do actually have an advantage in most of these tag team matches, except that they have a lot of moves that get them disqualified. So they have a disadvantage in that sense. Alrighty then. Ernie Dusek and Tom Jenkins stare each other down. This is getting tense. What that means is that they tied on the initiative roll and that they will start on level 2 offense. Ernie Dusek and Tom Jenkins finally lock up, and it looks like Tom Jenkins gets the upper hand out of the lockup, and he'll be rolling on level 2 offense. And as it is in every match tonight, he starts out with a choice situation. He can attempt a hip block, which is going to work on 8 or lower, plus or minus the agility, which is 1, so that's 9 or lower. Or a crotch lift slam, which is going to work on 8 or lower, plus or minus power, which is -1. So that's going to be 7 or lower. I think he's still going to try the crotch lift slam, though. 7 or lower is a pretty good chance. And Dusek manages to counter it, though. Should have tried that, the other move there. And Dusek attempts a sucker punch on Tom Jenkins. Jenkins able to get out of the way of that sucker punch just barely, and he is in control now. And Jenkins grabs a headlock on Ernie Dusek, and Dusek reverses that headlock, slipping out the back, and he takes control of the match. And then Dusek with a face ripper on Tom Jenkins. And Jenkins able to slide out of that face ripper as well before too much damage is done. And now he's in control. And Jenkins with a go behind and takedown on Ernie Dusek. And the Duseks, one of their mechanics is that they can make an illegal switch by rolling their DQ instead of their tag. Or rolling a low D. It's like a DQ of 4, I think. Instead of rolling their tag. It's called Duseks Don't Care. And so we're going to see them try to make this illegal switch. And Ernie Dusek switches with Rudy Dusek behind Abe Coleman's back. And now the Duseks come in on level 1 offense. And Rudy Dusek attempts an eye gouge on Tom Jenkins. And Jenkins does have 1 tag, so he is going to attempt to tag out to Farmer Burns, and he makes it. I think it's Burns who doesn't have any tags. Yeah, Burns has no defensive tags. I think Jenkins has 1 or 2. So Burns is in, and he's on the attack, and Burns with a collar and elbow tie-up on Rudy Dusek. And Dusek is dazed. Farmer Burns attempts a go-behind takedown on Rudy Dusek. And the Dusek's going to try another illegal switch, and it is successful. Ernie Dusek comes in behind Abe Coleman's back and attacks Farmer Burns. Ernie Dusek with a forearm blow on Farmer Burns. And Farmer Burns is dazed. Does Farmer Burns have a tag? He does. Wow, I missed that. So both of these guys do have tags on the lower things. Burns counters Dusek's attempt at a headlock and choke. And Burns with a hammerlock on Ernie Dusek. And the Duseks are going to roll out of the ring here. He does have that ability. Because I'm using the vintage chart, this always reads weird. So I'm going to read it as it is on the screen, and then we'll figure out how it fits into the match here. So it says, Ernie Dusek rolls out of the ring to recollect himself. As Farmer Burns barrels Ernie Dusek into the ropes, both wrestlers fall from the ring. Ernie Dusek lands on top of Farmer Burns on the floor. Dusek is able to get back into the ring, and Farmer Burns manages to make it back into the ring before Abe Coleman counts him out. So we're going to say that Dusek rolls out and gets back up onto the apron. Burns goes over to grapple him and help him into the ring forcefully, but Dusek kind of rolls both of them out of the ring and falls on top of Farmer Burns. And now Dusek, in a struggle near the ropes, Burns falls from the ring. In a display of good sportsmanship, Dusek holds the ropes open so Burns may re-enter. And then, as Farmer Burns gets in the ring, Dusek nails him with a knee to the gut. And Farmer Burns is dazed. And now Ernie Dusek with a face ripper on Farmer Burns. Farmer Burns able to slide out of that before any damage is done, and he takes control of the match. And now he locks a toe lock on Ernie Dusek, and Dusek is hurt. Farmer Burns going to make the tag out to Tom Jenkins, and Jenkins with a double leg pickup and slam on Ernie Dusek, and Dusek once again hurt. And Jenkins grabs Dusek with a gut wrench, and Dusek going to try that illegal switch again. And they are successful. Ernie Dusek and Rudy Dusek make the illegal switch behind Abe Coleman's back. And Rudy Dusek is now on the attack. But Tom Jenkins counters Rudy Dusek's attempt at a hip lock throw, and Jenkins is now on the attack, and Jenkins is going to back Dusek into the corner. And after a break, Dusek rushes Jenkins, and Jenkins is able to get him with an overhead suplex, throwing Dusek hard to the mat. And now Jenkins grabs him in the full Nelson cradle, and this is a cover. So it looks like Tom Jenkins going to go for the pin here. And he's got no fatigue, so no. But Emil Dusek is going to try to save him. Emil Dusek tries in vain to distract the referee, but the referee is having no part of it. Tom Jenkins is pinning Rudy Dusek. 1, 2, and a kick out. Rudy Dusek able to kick out of the full Nelson cradle there. And Jenkins is on the attack. Jenkins grabs Dusek in a grinding crossface hold. And Dusek going to escape that and roll out of the ring. During a tangle near the ropes, Rudy Dusek falls out of the ring. Tom Jenkins holds the ropes open to allow Dusek to re-enter. As Rudy steps through the ropes, he shoots in and takes Tom Jenkins down with a leg whip. Abe Coleman, our referee, is not too happy about that poor display of sportsmanship. And he has a chat with Rudy Dusek, but he is not going to disqualify him. And now Dusek drops a knee on Tom Jenkins. And Jenkins is hurt. Dusek going to make the tag to Ernie Dusek. And Ernie Dusek coming in. And he's got a choice. He could either try the quick foot sweep, which is going to work on 6 or less. That's not a very good one. Or he could throw him into the turnbuckle. I think he's going to back him into the turnbuckle here. And Ernie Dusek uses Jenkins' momentum to throw him to the mat with an overhead suplex. And Jenkins is definitely hurt. And now, the Duseks, all 3 Duseks, attack Jenkins viciously as he's in the corner. And they're going to go for the cover after that vicious triple teaming. And Jenkins is going to have a partner save here. And Farmer Burns tries to save it. But Rudy Dusek cuts him off. Ernie Dusek is going for the cover here. 1, 2, 3. That's going to do it. Ernie Dusek covers and pins Tom Jenkins. And the Dusek Riot Squad picks up the win here tonight. And that is it for that match. The Dusek Riot Squad pick up a win over Mustachioed Muscle. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I saw that it was getting pretty busy here. Would be nice to get together on a chat with Al and talk to you. Yeah, that would be fine. I'm always down to talk about wrestling and Phil Singer Games stuff, Legends of Wrestling stuff. So, if you're interested, you can always hit me up. So, alright, so this is the time that I am going to give away the Bobby Davis card. We are just shy of our main event, which is going to be an NWC World's Heavyweight title match between Great Gama and Dick Shikat. If you're interested in a physical copy, so I would print this and send it to you. It will be on cardstock and all nice and everything. And it will come with a Fans Riot chart as well. If you're interested in that, you can go ahead and say so in the chat, and I will add you to a randomizer thing here. Let me open random.org. And random drawings. That's a paid service, so I don't want that. Just a list randomizer works fine. So, again, if you're interested in the drawing for the Bobby Davis card, go ahead and let me know in the chat, and we can get you entered. and I will do the drawing after the main event. So while I'm calling the main event, you can just go ahead and say that you're interested in the chat. I think right now there's only 2 or 3 people in the chat, so you've got a pretty good shot of winning. And then we'll go ahead and do the drawing once the match is over. So this match is going to see the Great Gama defend his title. So here we go. It helps if I spell that right. The Great Gama is going to defend his title against Dick Shikat. And here we go. This is a NWC World's Heavyweight title match on card 4.8. And we are going to go ahead and start the match. On his way to the ring, hailing from Amritsar, Punjab, India, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at 240 pounds, the NWC World's Heavyweight Champion, Great Gama, and his opponent, on his way to the ring, hailing from Tilsit, East Prussia, Germany, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighing in at 220 pounds, Dick Shikat. The Great Gama and Dick Shikat lock up. It looks like Shikat has the upper hand. And wouldn't you know it, they roll a choice situation right off the bat. So Shikat could try a duck under takedown 3. That's going to work on 6 plus or minus the agility, which is -1, so that's going to be 5 or less. Or a front chancery, which is going to work on 6 plus or minus 3, which is his power, which is going to be 3 or less. So we're going to see if the duck under takedown works. I don't think it's going to. And it does not. Great Gama manages to counter that duck under takedown. And now Gama with a double leg takedown on Dick Shikat. And that's going to blast Shikat and take him down. And Shikat is slow to get back to his feet. And as Shikat gets up, Gama grabs him in a gut-wrench throw and puts Shikat back down, and Shikat once again slow to get up. And now Gama with a choice situation. He could attempt a rolling knee bar, 8 or lower plus or minus the agility, -1, so that's 7 or lower, or a forearm uppercut, which is also going to work on 7 or lower since -1 is Shikat's power and agility rating. So we're going to go with the rolling knee bar. And Gama grabs the rolling knee bar. And Shikat not going to leave the ring, so Shikat is down. He was able to reach the ropes, so there's no submission attempt from Gama, but Shikat really feeling that knee bar. And now Gama with a waistlock suplex on Dick Shikat, and that is spelled incorrectly. I'm going to have to fix that. And Shikat is hurt by that waistlock suplex. And now Gama with a palm strike on Dick Shikat. Shikat reverses the move and takes control of the match. And now Shikat with a reverse hammerlock on the Great Gama. And that reverse hammerlock has Gama dancing around the ring. And he is dazed. And now Gama counters Shikat's attempt at a body throw. And now Shikat gonna back him into the ropes. And here we go. Gama and Shikat are grappling near the ropes. Gama backs Shikat towards the ropes. As Great Gama makes his approach, Shikat takes him down with a stunning upper body throw. Shikat moves to make a quick cover. It only gets a 1 count. And Shikat is now firmly in control of the match. And Shikat with a leg trip into leg lock on the Great Gama. And Gama is hurt. And Shikat grabs him in a leg split toe hold. And Gama once again able to get to the ropes. And he is slow to get up. And Shikat grabs him with a headlock takeover. And Gama is hurt once again. Shikat with a short forearm punch. Gama once again rocked and reeled by that forearm. And now Shikat gonna back Gama into the corner. And Abe Coleman orders Dick Shikat and Great Gama to break clean, but Shikat throws a wild haymaker at the head of Gama. Gama ducks the attack and takes him down with a powerful double leg. So Shikat's starting to get a little dirty here, and Gama not going to have it. And after the double leg takedown, he just slams him on the mat. And Shikat is hurt. And Gama nails him with a palm strike. But Shikat able to continue pressing forward and catching Gama off guard. He takes control of the match. And Shikat and Gama once again near the ropes. And Shikat and Gama are backed into the ropes. Coleman calls for a clean break, and this time he gets it. Shikat catches Gama off guard with a quick fireman's carry as they lock up again. And now Shikat with a flying mare. And that's going to hurt the champion. And now Shikat's not going to back him into the corner. Instead, Shikat going to attempt a body throw, but Great Gama is able to counter that. And Gama going to attempt a rolling knee bar on Dick Shikat here. And Shikat with that short forearm punch on Great Gama. And Great Gama is hurt. And now Shikat with a leg split toe hold on the Great Gama. And Gama is hurt. And we're going to see a double wrist lock here. Or no, not the double wrist lock. I don't know why because my mouse was already on it. That's why I read it. I'm being stupid. Alright, so a choice situation here. It's a single leg takedown 2. It's going to work on 8 plus or minus the agility, which is -1, so that's 7 or lower. Or a bear hug 3, 8 plus or minus power, which is -3, so that's 5 or lower. We're going to see if he can try that single leg, and he cannot. And Shikat sent reeling with a double leg and slam. And now Shikat is hurt. And Gama with a gut wrench throw. And Shikat is down. And now another choice situation for the Great Gama. And Gama could try the single leg takedown 2 that's going to work on 7 or better, or the bear hug 3 that's going to work on 7 or better. So we're going to see the bear hug. And Shikat counters once again. And now Shikat rolls the same choice. And he's going to hit the single leg. And Gama once again able to get out of the way of the single leg. And then Gama with a double leg takedown on Shikat. And Shikat able to get out of the way of that. And now Shikat with a short forearm punch. Just blasts Gama, and Gama is hurt. And Shikat with a headlock takeover. Gama hurt once again. And now Dick Shikat attempts a leg split toe hold on the Great Gama. And Gama's hurt. And he's not going to back him into the turnbuckle. Instead, he's going to roll up. And Shikat grabs a reversed hammerlock on the Great Gama. And Gama able to slip out of it and take control of the match. Now here's Gama with a gut wrench throw on Dick Shikat. And that's going to hurt Dick Shikat. And Gama with another gut wrench and throw. And Gama going for the cover after that gut wrench and throw. And Shikat able to kick out at 1. And now Gama with a waistlock suplex. And Shikat is left reeling. And Gama with a double leg and slam on Dick Shikat. And Shikat slow to get back to his feet. And as he's getting up, Gama once again grabs him with a gut wrench and throw. And that's going to leave Shikat hurt. And now he's going to back Shikat into the ropes. And Gama and Shikat are backed into the ropes. Coleman calls for a clean break and gets it. Great Gama catches Shikat off guard with a quick fireman's carry. And now Gama with a gut wrench and throw, and that's going to leave Shikat hurt once again. And we are going to see the rolling knee bar from the Great Gama, and that is successful. And that leaves Shikat hurt once again. And Gama connects with a palm strike. And just like last time, Shikat shakes it off and continues pressing the Great Gama, catching him off guard and taking control of the match. And Shikat and Gama are grappling near the ropes. Shikat and Gama are locked in a clinch. And Shikat grabs an underhook. And after a short struggle for control, he throws Gama hard to the mat. And now Shikat with a single leg pickup and slam. And Gama not going to roll out of the ring. And now Shikat grabs a body scissors. And that leaves Gama dazed. And Shikat with an arm wringer takedown. But the great Gama is able to reverse that arm wringer and go on the attack on his own. And Gama with a double leg slam. And Shikat is hurt. And here we're going to see a rolling knee bar. But Dick Shikat able to counter it. And Shikat nails him with that short forearm punch again. And that puts Gama down. And Shikat going for the cover. 1, 2, kick out from the champion. So Shikat on the attack has the champion in a bad position here. And now Shikat with that grounded arm lock. And Gama struggling to get free and is able to finally free his arm from the hold by Dick Shikat. But Shikat really has Gama in a bad place right now. And a single leg pickup and slam on the great Gama. And Gama not going to leave the ring. And here we see another grounded arm lock from Dick Shikat. And Gama manages to get his arm free once again. And the champion not in a good place. And then Shikat grabs a flying headlock on the great Gama. And Gama only manages to stay down for one. And the champion showing the heart of a champion, that's for sure, even if he is being outclassed here, at least for the time being. And Shikat grabs a body scissors on the champ. And Gama finally reverses that and takes control of the match again. And Gama with a palm strike on Dick Shikat. And once again, Shikat able to absorb that palm strike. It doesn't seem like Gama is able to really do much damage to Shikat with that move, as he just keeps pressing and once again takes control of the match and grabs a reverse hammerlock on the great Gama. And Gama, just like the last time he tried that hammerlock, he's able to slip out the back and take control. And Gama with a flying mare on Dick Shikat. Shikat is down. And now Gama with a waistlock suplex. And Shikat slow to get back to his feet here, as the great Gama grabs a rolling knee bar on Dick Shikat. And Shikat is hurt as he reaches the ropes. And Gama with a gut wrench throw. And Shikat once again, he is hurt. And once again, rolling knee bar. And Dick Shikat attempts a headlock takeover. But the great Gama, reverses the move and takes control of the match. And Gama with an arm bar and leg trip on Dick Shikat. And Shikat reverses and takes control. This has been a very back and forth section of the match. Have a good one, Al. I will let you know if you win the drawing on Facebook. And you have a good night, and take care. And now Shikat with a standing side headlock on the great Gama. And Gama is dazed. Shikat grabs the reverse hammerlock. This has not been a very successful thing for him in the past. This time it manages, and Gama's hurt. And Shikat with a headlock takeover. But no, Gama able to roll through the takeover and get up to his feet first and take control of the match. And great Gama with an arm bar and leg trip. But Dick Shikat doesn't go down, kind of shoves Gama back and is able to take control of the match on his own. And Shikat once again tries for that headlock takeover. And that is actually successful. And now the great Gama, it looks like he's starting to bleed after that headlock takeover. And Shikat with a short forearm punch. And Shikat going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to do it. Dick Shikat with a short forearm punch on the bleeding great Gama has pinned him and is the new National Wrestling Commission World's Heavyweight Champion. That was a surprise. I was not expecting Shikat to come out on top of that one. So really only two people asked to to be included in the drawing, so let's throw them in there. We've got Al, Red Sox fan, and Pops Reviews. And we're going to randomize. And it looks like Pops Reviews is the top of the list, so you have won the drawing for the Bobby Davis card. So I will have that printed sometime this week, and I don't know if you're on in the Facebook group. You can message me there. If you are on if you're in the Discord, you can message me there. If you're in none of those places, hopefully you have an account on the official forums. You can send me a message there. In all of those places, I am Carlzilla. I'm not Legends of Wrestling on anywhere but here. So yeah, if you send me a message in any of those places, the official forums, the Filsinger Games Promoters Facebook group, or the Filsinger Games Fans Discord, I'll get your address. I don't want you to post it in the chat, because the chat's going to be preserved, and so you don't want to post it out in public. So yeah, just message me on there. We'll get this together. I know you're in Canada, if I'm not mistaken, so it may actually take me a little longer to get this to you than if you were in the U.S. Not gonna lie, filling out customs forms and crap has never been my favorite, and for whatever reason they make me do that when I send things to Canada. So, but yeah, we'll still get them to you. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, just send me a message. We'll get this going. Anyway, so that's it for me for the week. I don't think that I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna be spending most of this coming week with the doggo. I may stream again on Monday, depending on how the dog is doing, because my wife is going to visit family. She's Native American, so she's going out to the Native American reservation here to visit family and light off fireworks with my son, and I am staying here with the doggo because I don't know if you're familiar with Native American reservations, but there are a lot of stray dogs out there, and they're not always friendly, and so we don't want to take our brand new doggo up there. So what about extra cards? Do you use them? What do you mean extra cards? Just out of curiosity. I'm happy to answer that question, except that I'm not sure what exactly you mean. Oh, okay, I see it up there. I didn't even see that. Like Gordon Soley or the ring announcer in your leagues. Yeah, I do. So this is like this promotion here is chronological, and so I started in like the 19 teens with everyone who debuted before 1920. And so really there isn't a whole lot of that in this promotion right now, because we're only up into like the mid to late 30s. So yeah, there isn't a whole lot of guys there's no TV right now. This is pre-TV, so there's no need for announcers or any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, I have used them in the past, and I'm sure that I will. Like, I've got a Mean Gene bootleg that will probably see some use. Some of the Piper's Pit cards that will probably get some use when Piper comes in the 70s and 80s. So I do use them, have used them in the past, and will continue to use them. I just, there really isn't any for this time period. Honestly, the game, aside from those vintage charts, the game doesn't really do this time period very well. Yeah, Mean Gene is, I think I have him in here. If I go here, you go boom, and he is going to be right there. Mean Gene. But yeah, he's got a whole backstage interview chart on the back of his card. That's from Napic's 1985 set, I believe. Uh, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where it's from. I could be wrong, but yeah. So definitely a good card. But yeah, I have bunches of them and use quite a few. I've got the Teddy Long, uh, Mean Gene, Lance Russell, multiple Gordon Solis, the Gary Michael Capetta, uh, Dr. Mike Leno, Bill Apter, all of that stuff. I do plan on using them, so. But yeah, they just don't fit right now, so. Oh no, that's fine. We all get into it at our. I mean, I got into it late comparatively to some people. I started playing when they made the transition to color. Um, so what was that, like 2013 ish, 2012? It was right around the transition. So I think it was 2013. I want to say. So I mean, yeah, I've only been playing for what is that, 9 years? Um, and honestly, I didn't get heavily into it until, I don't know, I want to say about 3 years, until about 2019. I would just roll cards on and off, and every time I'd try to start a promotion, I would end up restarting it. I just couldn't get anything going, um, like long term. This is definitely the longest promotion I've ran. I've ran 4 years worth of cards in it. Usually I'll get, I don't know, maybe 9 months in, 18 months in, and be like, well, I got new cards, I need to shake it up, and then I just end up restarting everything because I'd get new ideas or whatever. So the color made this game shine big time. I agree. Warner does a great job with the art, and there are a couple of other artists that Jared works with for PDF Prime that do really great stuff too. So it's not even just Warner now. There's just some great art out there. Um, so I mean, I'm still the Warner art is still where it's at. It's still the best to me, and you know, but yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff out there. So and I'm a big bootleg fan. I know some people only play with the official cards, but I'm uh, I'm a big fan of all of the bootleg stuff, and I like to make my own. And it's just always been I've always been a DIY sort of person, so that's like an aspect of the game that definitely appeals to me. So, but anywho, so that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna let y'all go here. I've got to start cooking dinner here. So it is 8 o'clock, so we're eating a late meal. But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you're interested in this kind of thing and want to be notified when I'm doing it. You can always subscribe and hit the notification bell. Am I making old cards into color? So I did actually color this. Let's see. So I colored Victor the Wrestling Bear. And, that was pretty fun. If you're not familiar, Victor the Wrestling Bear is a black and white card that was released in Promoter Prime 2014. And I did the coloring and stuck him on a nice color background and whatever. But because he is still, you can still buy that set digitally. I'm not actually releasing it for anyone. It's just kind of something I did for my own enjoyment. But I think I posted him on the Facebook group, the front at least, and said basically, like, if you have the card, you can throw the stats from the old card onto the back of this one and essentially use the new colored art with the old stats. But yeah, I haven't really I did a back for it and everything too, but I haven't released it publicly because the stats are Phil Singer's, not mine. So, but yeah, I don't do a whole lot. I don't do art. So like the bootlegs that I've done, like the Dusek cards that I used earlier today, like those are my bootlegs. Like I just basically I trace them in Photoshop and just kind of run from there. And things like Dick Shikat, he's a bootleg that I did. I traced a picture of Dick Shikat and went from there. It doesn't really work in color though. I'm not so good with the coloring, and I am not an artist by any stretch of the imagination. So, but yeah, I don't really do the old cards into color thing so much. I've had a couple of people ask me to do bootlegs for like the Sheik or Antonio Inoki or other older cards that are harder to get now, and I'm just like, nah, I don't know if I really, it's just something I don't feel comfortable doing. On top of the fact that I guess I own the cards, so and it took me a while to score some of those. I get wanting them and everything, but you know, uh, we're all pretty nerdy people, so we all probably collect something. For me, before nerdy wrestling cards, it was I would nerd out on CDs and LPs, and stuff goes out of print, and it's hard to find, and it could take you a while to get it, and some of the Phil Singer cards I feel like are kind of the same way. You throw them on your want list and you keep an eye out for them, and the chase sometimes is half the fun. So, you just do what you can and you'll eventually get them. So, that's always what I tell people. It's like, you don't need everything right away. It's kind of why I'm on the fence about, where did I get the Joe Ledoux? So which Joe, the color Joe Ledoux or the black and white Joe Ledoux? If it's the color Joe Ledoux, I am not allowed to say, but it'll be there eventually. Everyone will be able to get it. If it's the black and white Joe Ledoux, it's from Travis's Legends of Memphis set. So, anywho, so that's going to do it for me. I do need to go cook. It is getting a little bit on the late side. But, yeah, I might be back on New Year's Day with another stream. Maybe we'll do some non-canon matches just to celebrate the 4th together or something. I'll let y'all know, before either on the 3rd or early on the 4th if I decide to do that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you all later.